everyone, welcome back to First Step Fitness. Sorry this video is a little later than I usually post them. I was super busy this weekend outside planting flowers and getting ready for spring, so I almost waited till next week to post it, and I was like, no, never start procrastinating because it's hard to stop, and then next thing you know, be pushing it week after week, and I really wanted to post these once a week. So this week is the last video of the Step 1 series, and this is the stretch video. So it's not really meant to make you sore, it might. It's more of just to help maintain mobility if you feel like that's something that you struggle with, but everyone should work on mobility even if they don't feel like they struggle with it yet. So once again, this will be all seated stretches, and the only thing that you'll need is just a regular size bath towel, and that'll be kind of used to help you work towards a deeper stretch if you can't quite reach all the way to your foot or whatever. So go ahead and get a towel, and then have your chair ready wherever you are, and we will start our stretching. So we're gonna go top to bottom. I think that's the easiest way. So we're going to start with some upper body stretches. So start with an easy one, just pulling your arm across like this. You will feel this stretch out your shoulder and your chest. Kind of crunches, but I guess it feels sort of like a stretch. Go ahead and switch. As you can see, I'm in a different location this time, and I think I might actually like this better. I'm just up here because the living room was occupied, but I kind of think this is more peaceful and the lighting might actually be a little better. And I don't necessarily have to lock the dogs outside so that they don't jump all over me. Okay, go ahead and rest. So now we're gonna do overhead stretch. So just putting your arm up like this. And so this might be enough of a stretch for you out here, just resting it there, but you can also grab your elbow and pull it behind your head a little more. So I might just keep doing my videos up here. It's got a nice amount of room and you guys can see me pretty well. Go ahead and switch. Okay, and rest. The next one we're gonna do is for your shoulders and your chest. So I'm gonna turn to this side so you can see what I'm doing. You're gonna clasp your hands behind and then lift up. But if you can't touch your hands behind your back, because not everyone can do that, this is when you be able to take your towel and grab it further apart like this and then lift up if you're not quite at the point where your hands can touch yet. So you can work closer and closer on the towel until you're able to put your hands together. Try to keep breathing while you're in the stretch. It's very tempting to hold your breath while you're stretching, but that's very counterproductive for actually gaining flexibility. And rest. Holding your breath kind of makes you more tense, and it doesn't really help you make progress as quickly as you could if you try to actively keep breathing while you're holding the stretch. So the next one, unless you are crazy double jointed, you'll probably need a towel, and even if you are double jointed, you probably just shouldn't do it. You shouldn't be undoing your shoulders to lift them over your head like that. It's not a good idea. So get a towel, and this will be variable from person to person how far you have to put out your hands, but pretty wide. So you're just gonna be coming up, and I am even having to spread mine out further and back and around. I have to pretty much use the entire towel to get this. This is very challenging for my shoulders. And if this is just outright painful for you, some people have trouble with their shoulder already, just don't do it. If you can do it and it feels like a stretch more than pain, go ahead, but if it's just blatantly painful, then just don't do it, because it's probably not benefiting you. Alright, bring it forward and then we'll be done. Good. Alright, so that's all of the upper body stretches, and we're gonna move into your core and your low back and try to hit that a little bit. So the first one we're doing is called a back bend, but it's a modified back bend. So I'm gonna go to the side again. Just put your hands behind you, and all you're really gonna do is just bring your belly button forward and push your chest out and pull your shoulders back and look up. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. This one's very tempting. And rest. And you can do that a couple times if you want to. I noticed whenever I went to a couple yoga classes that yoga instructors count by breaths instead of seconds or reps, and I thought that was so funny, but it makes more sense because it's more relaxing to count by breaths instead of trying to count how many more seconds do I have to do this. Okay, so next one is looking over the shoulder. So this is a good spine mobility stretch. So you're gonna put opposite hand, opposite leg, and grip there, and then your hand behind you, and then just turn to look. And if you can only turn, this much, that's okay. Just keep working towards being able to turn around. Okay, and other side. I just popped my back. And rest. Actually been trying to do stretching of my own every day because flexibility is not my strong point, so I've been trying to work on it a little more and not just casually throwing it here and there and then realizing I haven't stretched for 3 weeks. That's not helpful. Okay, so the next one is a modification of the side bend, which is an exercise we've done in the other videos where you reach. So instead now of going just straight up and down, you're just gonna go and hold that and feel the stretch over here. If stretching is not your favorite thing, then I totally empathize with that because I do not enjoy stretching at all. It's just not exciting in my opinion, and it just hurts. I just think you're sitting there holding something in a position that just hurts, so I definitely try to avoid it, and I'm trying to work on that. Alright, straight, and to the other side. I think it's probably much better to try to maintain flexibility than let yourself get really, really, really stiff and then try to get it back. So just try to catch yourself early before you get so immobile that it's super miserable to stretch at all. And back up. Okay, we're gonna move to the lower body now. So This one is called knee to chest. So you're just going to wrap your fingers around your knee and then pull your leg up as high as you can towards your chest. I just painted this room a couple weeks ago. It was all white before, but the furniture, not the furniture you can see, but the rest of the furniture is also white. So it was just white on white on white, and I thought it would pop better off of the purplish gray color. So it's darker than I thought it was going to be, but it's nice. I think it's kind of a relaxing color. Okay, bring it down. The other side now. So hopefully you feel this in your hips a little bit. Oh. I still have to do my stretch video for the day after this. I did it right before bed last night, and that was kind of nice, so that's kind of a little tip for you if you don't. A lot of people use stretching to wind down for bed, so you can try that out. Maybe you'll like that. Or some people use it to wake up, like they do it first thing in the morning, but I think I'm the most stiff first thing in the morning, so I don't know how good that is. Okay, go ahead. Okay, next is the modified hamstring stretch. So you're gonna have to scoot to the edge of your chair and then put your leg, you can't really see what I'm doing. Okay. Put your leg out straight so that you got one this way and one this way, but you can keep the other one here for stability at first. So you're just going to be reaching for your toe. And this is another one where if you cannot reach your leg or you feel like you want to be able to kind of pull yourself towards your leg, you can wrap the towel around your foot and then hold it, and then you can pull yourself down closer. I do that when I'm doing this stretch on the floor, all the way on the floor. Okay. Do the other side. You might notice that one side is easier than the other, or that one side feels like you're stretching it way more. And that's pretty typical. Most people aren't completely symmetrical with strength or flexibility. And you also might feel this in places you don't expect, like this is meant to be a hamstring stretch, but most of the time the thing I feel that is being stretched the most is my low back, because my low back is super tight. Okay. Our last stretch is called a figure 4 stretch. So I'll show you how I'm going to do it, and then I'll show you a modification depending on how mobile your hip is. So the full version of this would be to bring your leg up on top of your other leg, and then if this within itself is stretching you crazy over here, then just keep your leg like this. But if this is pretty relaxing, you push your knee down to stretch that hip out. And then if you can't get your leg up here yet, that's okay. Just get something shorter, like a stool or a stack of books or something, and then rest your leg on that and then push your knee open. So whichever you need to do, but eventually working your way up to having your foot rest on your knee. Feels really nice. Alright, let's switch sides. Once again, this can be one of those where one side might be significantly different. I think this side is harder. It feels like my hip is totally gonna cramp up on me when I'm pushing on it right now. on this side. Alright, rest. And that is your stretch video. So if you completed this video and all the other step 1 series videos, then you have completed the entire step 1 series. So congratulations. And next week I will start making the step 2 series, which will be half seated, half standing, so it'll get a little more exciting so I can incorporate more things into that. And if you're ready to move into that, then cool. If not, you can keep doing the step 1 series until you're ready to move up. So please share this video with your friends if you know someone that's looking for a starting place or they're just trying to get back into things. So yeah, thanks for watching.